crafters, welcome back to my channel, Margaret Knob Designs. So glad that you are here with me today, and looking forward to sharing this project with you. This is a design team project for Country Craft Creations, and this is one of the new spring collections called Bloom Where, here, I'm sorry, I just had it, Bloom Where You're Planted. And I used the 8x8 collection for this album, and I do have a 12x12 collection in this as well, and there are lots of beautiful papers for creating new projects. So let's take a look at what I have created here. I started out with some florals from Prima. There's some ribbon from my stash. I also have a bee charm with some string on there, and it's also held with a button, and these are just some of the things from my stash. And then on this part of the album, this is some of the pattern paper with navy blue Artisan Cardstock, and then one of the cut-aparts there. So there's a little bit of depth to that. And then I also put some chipboard underneath it to lift it up just a little bit. And around the cover itself, I have put some yellow cardstock in the back. This is some of my colors cardstock. I don't have an exact color on it, but I just picked one that matched with this collection. The album itself is in navy blue Artisan Cardstock with some chipboard, thinner chipboard for the cover. And it measures, this one measures 6 1/4 by 6 1/4 by 8. And the different thing about it is that the spine is put together based upon this yellow cardstock made into like an accordion fold, and then the back is just left pretty plain, and you can put a plate or something to the back of that. But this collection and this album was a different design for me. I have been looking around at different styles of mini albums, and I found this one on YouTube, and I also saw it on several other collections with in Pinterest. So the person that I saw it on was her name is Edith, and she has a YouTube channel herself. But again, she even said that when mine's a little bit different than hers. I did something different with the pages inside, and I'll show you that as we go on. But it's really a cute folio, not folio, but little album, and it's fairly quick to make. So let's get into it, and let's take a look at everything that we have here. So if we go through to the front cover, this is a piece of the collection, and I left this plain primarily because I wanted to be able to put a picture on here. And then on this first page, I have I don't know why sometimes I have such a hard time once I get on camera. I covered the photo mat. The back is just plain. The front, you can put a picture on there, but primarily it's left empty so that you can put a picture on the back. And then I have 2 cut-aparts that are on a belly band, and I've glued it down here to hold any photo mats inside. And everything is backed with the navy blue Artisan Cardstock from Country Craft Creations. And then our second page made it pretty simple. This is just a photo mat in here. This is cut apart, and or cut apart to the ephemera pieces, and it's left open so that you know, there can be, that photo can be put down, you know, fairly easily through that whole thing. And then we've got a pocket here with one of the cut apart tags and some of the collection of the paper and the pansies over here. And on this, then I have a little booklet for photo mats in there, and even a photo mat to the back of here. One of the things that I did a little different on here, because I wanted to make sure that it had a little bit of life, I took some of that yellow My Colors cardstock, and I put a strip of cut-offs here and a strip of cut-offs there, So I was using up some of my scraps, and I think it turned out pretty well. And then on this page, what I want to show you is these pages are, oh my God, the wrong one. Sorry. Yeah. So this is a little bit tight in here, but there is a pocket in here. I don't think there's one here. They just fit so tightly. In the book that I saw another individual making, what they had done with these pages is that they took these pages, and there was a hinge in the middle over here, and they ended up gluing like a 2-inch or 3-inch piece of the cutoff, and so it was like a shortened page in this section. And rather than doing that for myself, I actually took the 2 open pages, the full pages, and I glued them around the edges and left this open. So I'm leaving this open not necessarily to put photo mats in, but if I wanted to put other pictures in, or if I wanted to put in some notes or some different thoughts. If I put a mat in here, this mat probably will end up being something like maybe like a 5 by 6, or you know, a 4.5 by 6. It's pretty tight in there, so it's going to be a smaller mat that I would use, or a booklet. And I probably wouldn't use a real thick booklet for that either. And then on these 2 pages, as I open them up, I have photo mats here for putting pictures in. Pictures can go in these spots as well, but they don't have to. And if I do come across some other ephemera or things, I can also add some ephemera to that as well. And then if we go to this one, we have a pocket in here as well. And we'll go to the next page. And this is made very simply with that same page there. And then this is for a photo mat, can go into here. And I can add any types of other cut aparts or you know, ephemera or something on these. And I did not leave this open. I wanted to make it simple and an easy book to put together. And if I turn this over, I think this one, yep, this one has the pocket in here as well. And I have some photo mats on here. And, you know, if you're doing an album and you want the album to the person that you give the book to, you can put printer paper on these and put them down for temporary mats, and it does make it look really nice. You can put the size of what the photo should be, but I just left these blank for now. And then over on this side, what I did is I put a pocket in, and I put a couple of pieces of the leftover pattern paper in diamonds, and just connected them on the outside of the pocket, gave it a bit of interest. And then I have also a photo mat here, and I didn't cover this over because I was thinking that this might be a good spot for journaling, so maybe I would even type out something to glue down to here, or, you know, if I wanted to do it that small, I could do that as well. Otherwise, I could put some small pictures on here, or a nice picture on the back. And then that just goes down into here. And what I really like about it is I like the different colors and tones, and this giving this a little bit of a different edge on there, I think is really nice. And we've got another photo pocket in here, so there's plenty of room for photo mats. And then onto these pages, I came along and did a large photo mat. So on the back of here, this could be a larger photo, or it could be, you know, maybe even 2 photos centered. You can really figure that out however you'd like to do that. So there's a pocket down here, and then there is a cut apart on here, and I backed that with the navy blue Artisan Cardstock. I used one of my cut-offs and some of my cut-offs for the pocket here as well. And then going over to this page, this is a belly band, and this is just a regular photo mat. And on this belly band, I have this tight enough. It's not with a with a hinge on it. I made it a little tighter so that my photo mat would sit in there. And again, that cut apart is backed by navy blue artisan there as well. And we've got our pocket there. And then for this page, what I ended up doing was putting one of the cut aparts from the 8x8 here and backing that by backing that with the yellow My Colors cardstock. Another photo mat, trying to make it a little bit different and a little bit more interesting. You can put a photo down there, a larger photo on the back of here. And then that all goes into here. And then this is the back cover. And as the back cover is, there's a cut apart on here, which is backed by Navy Artisan. And then this just goes up with this waterfall. So you can put some large photos on there, or a 4x6. I believe that these are 6 inches across. Nope, not quite right. That's 5, like 5 3/4 is what that is. And then lengthwise, these are 6 inches. So some things that you can do when you have a waterfall with a little bit larger area for a photo, you can take these and let's say you put your photo in and it covers this much of here. So you can do a couple different things. You can move that photo so it goes all the way down here and then put in some pattern paper here and maybe here, or you put 2 smaller ones on here and then cover with pattern paper in here. So you can actually collage those photos with the leftover paper. And even this, some of this was added together with different seams. Up here I put the yellow checker box, and this looks like I put the yellow checker box here, but that's actually a part of this pattern. And as we saw, there is room back here for photos or a photo collage as well. And then we come to the back of the mini album. And I am going to be doing a tutorial on how to do this kind of album. Some of you have maybe done this before, some of you may have not. So I'm actually going to do this design with one of the other newspapers for Country Craft Creations, and this is going to be on the 8x8 collection of Our Graduate. But I am going to use this collection not as a graduation gift, unless I'm getting along, and I might add some of the graduation pictures, but primarily my purpose in this book is what I want to do is to show you another way to use this collection, a really neat vintage, distressed kind of look to the pages. It's not going to have a ton of like flowers or inputs on it, but I want it to be more like a vintage journal and have the opportunity to put pictures in if I want, put newspaper articles in, other types, maybe like a scrapbook almost that, like I'm in my 60s, so I know or remember when we had big books that were scrapbooks, and it wasn't necessarily just for pictures, but it might be for news articles or cards or different things like that. So that's what I'm hoping to do with this collection, and this collection and this album style will be up for sure by early next week. I'm not sure if it'll be up on Monday or Wednesday, but it will be up very shortly, and it will have all the directions and the cutting guide for this, and then I will also show you how this seam, I want to call it a seam, it's not a seam. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of it. That's just terrible. That's the worst thing about getting older, is your memory is just gone. Spine. Okay, show you how to make this kind of spine. And what I think is kind of fun about this is that it's the blue and yellow papers, and then this makes it like an accent end to the spine. So I think it'll be beautiful even with this. I may choose to do this with the craft Artisan Cardstock. And then on the edges of it, I may use burgundy or brown, something that'll be complementary to these pages. So we'll see how that goes. But this is my album for today, and I hope that you've enjoyed the walkthrough. I look forward to seeing you in my next video very, very soon. So thanks so much, and have a wonderful day.